Hello students, welcome to the next lecture series of basic electrical engineering. Last class we have seen what is the EMF equation of the transformer. So next we will see what is the different types of losses occurring in the transformer. So I have shown here what are the different types of losses are occurring in the transformer here. So major losses we will consider is iron losses, copper losses or ohmic losses, stray losses, dielectric losses. These are the four losses which are occurring in the transformer, and once again the iron losses are divided into hysteresis losses and eddy current losses. So we'll see in detail what are the different types of losses are occurring in the transformer. So if we see before going to that, so what is the necessary to find this losses is, so to estimate the efficiency, what is the efficiency of transformer, you can estimate by calculating the losses. So if losses are less means, so efficiency you can improve. So already it is a very highest efficiency machine because mechanical losses are absent here in the case of the transformer. So they are not present, they are not having the mechanical losses in the transformer. So they are having the maximum efficiency, but even though we are trying to improve that efficiency also by having some manufacturing components and having the type of the windings by considering, so that we can improve more efficiency of transformer. So that is what we are doing. So that is why we are going to study the transformer losses here. That is the importance of the transformer losses. So when we consider the transformer losses here, so as I told, major losses are iron losses or core losses, and the copper losses are ohmic losses. Stray losses and dielectric losses are these two. So this what we have shown here. So negligible, which are negligible losses, somewhat negligible losses, these two, but these two are the major losses here, right? We'll see in detail what is the core or iron losses, right? So if you see here, let us take the iron losses or core losses. Another name which are, so why the name it is given as the core losses, because they are appearing in the core of the transformer. Okay, so that is the name it is given, the core losses. Iron losses, there are two major losses here. One is hysteresis loss. One is the hysteresis losses. Another is the second one is the eddy current losses. These are the two losses which are both we will call it as the iron losses or core losses. So these losses, what they will do is, so not only these iron losses, what they will do is they will increase the temperature and also they will drop the efficiency. That's what we have discussed, the importance of the transformer. So let us see iron losses and hysteresis losses. What is the meaning of the hysteresis losses? So whenever a magnet, that is a magnet, is going under magnetic flux reversals, due to this their heat will be produced, so this type of loss, due to this magnetic flux reversals, some heat is produced. That loss we will call it as the hysteresis losses. So hysteresis losses is given by one mathematical expression. So let us take that mathematical expression of the hysteresis losses. So hysteresis losses normally will represented with that is pH. Okay, pH is equals to, I will write it as kH is the hysteresis coefficient constant, frequency B max to the power of 1.6 watts per meter cube. So if you observe, the hysteresis losses are directly proportional to frequency. Okay, So how to reduce these losses? Hysteresis losses can be reduced by reduced by using silicon content steel. Okay, so for the manufacturing of the magnetic core of transformer, so we have to use the silicon steel content, that is 3 to 5% of silicon we are added with the steel, so that we can reduce the hysteresis losses. So you have studied in the lower classes in the hysteresis losses about this curve, which you have seen this curve. So the area of this entire curve will give the hysteresis losses. This will give the hysteresis losses. That is what we have drawn with B and H. Okay, so this we have studied in the lower classes when you studied the magnetic materials, right? So this is a 3 to 5% by adding a silicon to the steel we can reduce the hysteresis losses. Let us come for the eddy current losses. What is the meaning of the eddy current losses? So if you see the eddy current losses, so when a conductor is undergoing, a conductor is under the magnetic field, so EMF will be induced in the magnetic field. That is from the Faraday's laws. Okay, so EMF will be induced in the conductor. Faraday's laws we are already know. From the Faraday's laws, EMF will be induced. So due to that EMF, for example, if you consider this is the conductor, due to that EMF, so EMF will be induced in the conductor. Because of this EMF, there are some circulating currents which are rotating in this conductor itself. These currents are called as the eddy currents. Okay, so these currents are called as the eddy currents. Due to this eddy currents, what will happen is core of transformer will gets heated up. So these eddy current losses will be appearing in the form of the heat. Both hysteresis losses and eddy current losses, they are appearing in the form of the heat. Right, this just I have written the mathematical expression for the hysteresis loss here, and eddy current loss, if you see here, so this Ke is the coefficient of the eddy current losses, and B max is the maximum flux density, and T is the thickness of the laminations, F is the frequency, and V is the volume here. Okay, so let us see. So I will write once again here, Pe we can write it as, that is Ke is the coefficient of eddy current, B max square F square T square T square V. So here Ke is the eddy current loss, Bm is the maximum flux density, F is the frequency. If you observe here, eddy current loss is directly proportional to frequency square. So eddy hysteresis losses is, so right, hysteresis losses, eddy current losses will be depends upon the frequency square, but hysteresis losses will depends upon the only frequency. So based on this also they may ask the problems sometimes. Okay, so if you observe these mathematical equations, both this eddy current losses and iron losses, they will depends upon the maximum flux density, frequency. So this is also depending upon the maximum flux density and frequency. So and before going to that, how to reduce this losses? So eddy current losses will be reduced. So eddy current losses will be reduced by having a laminations. So here I have given the laminations. So see the thickness of laminations. So as the eddy current losses are directly proportional to thickness of the laminations, so if you reduce that laminations, what is the meaning of laminations we have already seen. So if you reduce that thickness, you can reduce the thickness is directly proportional to eddy current losses. As the thickness you are reducing, eddy current losses also will be reduced. So by using the laminations, you can reduce the eddy current losses. So I will show once again what is the laminations. Let us see here what is the meaning of the laminations. Here the laminations, you can observe here, this is the laminations. So if you see, it is not a single solid iron piece, it is like a piece of bread we are divided. Okay, that is the meaning of the laminations. That is the remedy to reduce the eddy current losses. So if you observe these mathematical equations, that is what we are discussed. So if you observe that they are depending upon the maximum B max, okay, that is a B max here also, and here also B max, that is also depending upon the frequency. And frequency we are already know from the definition of the transformer. So as B max as well as the frequency, they both are B max and frequency, they both are constant. So as they both are constant, these two losses are also constant. That means we can say it as iron losses are entirely, they are constant losses. At any time they are constant, whether the load is present or not. These are called as the constant losses. Okay, so that is the name. Another name you can expect for the iron losses or core losses is constant losses. They are constant at any point of time whenever you are using the transformer. Let us come the another losses of the transformer. When we come for that another losses, that is the copper losses. So copper losses are appearing in the windings of the transformer. Windings of transformer. These losses are appearing in the windings of the transformer. So these are appearing in the primary winding. As we know, in the transformer we are having the both two windings, that is the one is the primary winding and the secondary winding. So as the windings will have some resistance, so as the windings will have some resistance, due to that resistance there are some losses will be appearing. That type of losses we are call it as the copper losses. So let us consider total copper losses. We can write it as I already given here, I1 square R1, that is the primary winding copper loss, I2 square R2 is the secondary winding copper loss. So totally we can write it as I1 square into R01. I will tell what is the meaning of R01, or you can write I2 square into R02 also. Here R01 is the total resistance when you are referred, that is R1 square plus R2 dash. Okay, so that is R1 plus R2 dash, and here R02 is R1 dash plus R2. What is this dash is indicating that whenever you are referred the secondary winding resistance to primary winding, we are considering this R01. Whenever you are referring the primary winding resistance to secondary winding so we are considering R02. Total we can represent with simplified form as I1 square into R01, I2 square into R01. Okay, so I can write it as total losses in the transformer. We can write it as, that is iron losses plus copper losses. That is a major losses. When you come for the other losses also, as I mentioned the stray losses, so where the stray losses is present, so this I will show. For this I have to go to the diagram. If you see this transformer diagram, so where the stray losses will be appearing, so stray losses is appearing due to this leakage flux. Due to this leakage flux the stray losses are appearing. Okay, so leakage flux, due to leakage flux they are very small, because we are arranging the windings will be primary and secondary, they both are present on the same limb, so that we are reducing the leakage flux, so that the leakage flux losses will be very less. So stray losses are very less, we can say, compared with the iron losses and copper losses. And another dielectric loss also. This dielectric losses are due to insulating. Okay, so insulating material. What is the insulating material? If you observe your normal wire, there is a insulating material will be there, that is a PVC. So because of this insulating damages, there will be some losses will be appearing. If any damage is occurring in the insulating material, so there are some damage will be appearing. Because of that, some losses will be appearing. That type of losses are called as the dielectric losses. But we will arrange the insulating material also very good, so that these two losses are very less, we can say, compared with the iron losses and copper losses. That's why they are neglected when we are considering the transformer efficiency. So this is the information about the what are the types of losses appearing in the transformer. So I have covered entirely. Okay, so So that's all for today's class. We will stop for today. In the next class we will see what is the efficiency of the transformer. So we will see the problems on the transformer. Thank you very much.